Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most disturbing moments from Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. Right at the end, after all the chaos, the prototype finally speaks directly to you, the player, and delivers a line that has sent chills through the entire community. And you, the outsider, the butcher they call you, shall we see what you look like? Wrongside Out, this single sentence has sparked countless theories and debates. In this video, we're breaking down why the prototype says it, what it actually means, and what it could be hinting at for Chapter 6. Let's get started. First, let's set the scene for this chilling moment. The prototype's line comes during or right after the climactic confrontation in Chapter 5. Throughout the game, the prototype has been watching your every move, collecting toys, surviving deadly experiments, and interfering with his grand plans. He refers to himself and the other experiments as having been given new life through reanimation. Then he singles you out as the outlier in his equation. This isn't just a threat, it's a calculated statement from a being who sees you as a problem to be solved. Really understand the impact, let's look at the full quote from both the in-game audio and the official Wrongside Out song by CG5. But you brought an outlier to my equation, so shall we see what you look like? And then even more directly, and you, the outsider, the butcher they call you, shall we see what you look like? Wrongside Out. The prototype isn't just threatening you, he's treating you like another toy or experiment that doesn't fit his perfect vision. He wants to fix you, just like he has with so many others. But what does Wrongside Out actually mean? It's a direct reference to the Wrongside Out Amals, a rejected toy line from Playtime Co. These toys were designed to be turned inside out, revealing a grotesque, twisted version on the other side. Think flipped skin, exposed insides, and unsettling features. The prototype has clearly taken inspiration from this concept, applying it to his own living experiments. We've already seen hints of his reanimation work, stitching together broken toys and giving them monstrous new forms. The prototype says Wrongside Out. He's not just being poetic. He's literally suggesting he wants to turn you inside out, peeling back your exterior, exposing what's underneath, and remaking you into something that fits his equation. This is classic body horror, the fear of being forcibly inverted, reanimated, and improved against your will. It's a terrifying idea, and it fits perfectly with the twisted world of Playtime Co. and the prototype's obsession with perfection. Let's talk about the nicknames the prototype uses. First, the outsider. You, the player, are not part of Playtime Co.'s original experiments. You come from the outside world, disrupting everything the prototype has been building since the Hour of Joy. This makes you unpredictable and dangerous in his eyes. You're the variable he can't control, and that makes you his primary target. Now let's look at the butcher. This nickname is even darker. Fans speculate it refers to how the player has been dismantling other toys and experiments throughout the chapters. From Hucky Wubby to Catnap and beyond, you've been butchering the prototype's creations, whether it's to survive or to progress. In the prototype's eyes, you're a destroyer who doesn't belong, and now he wants to see what you truly look like when you're broken down and rebuilt. Wrongside Out. Prototype doesn't just want to eliminate you, he wants to remake you. His vision is one of forced perfection, where every outlier is corrected, every mistake is fixed. By calling you Wrongside Out, he's threatening to turn you into one of his own creations, to forcibly integrate you into his twisted world. This is more than just a threat, it's a promise of transformation, and it set the stage for what's to come in Chapter 6. Let's dive into the theories for Chapter 6. The first theory is that the prototype plans to capture an experiment on the player directly. We could see a Wrongside Out version of the player character, maybe as a boss, a hallucination, or even a temporary playable form. This would be a dramatic twist, forcing players to confront their own transformation and the horrors of the prototype's experiments firsthand. Second theory ties into the bigger reanimation themes. If the prototype has been collecting parts and experimenting with inversion and revival, Chapter 6 might take place in a massive workshop or reclamation lab. Here, we could finally confront his full body and witness his grand vision in action. This setting would be perfect for exploring the prototype's obsession with remaking everything in his image. The third and darkest theory is that the player might not survive Chapter 6 as themselves. The prototype's line could be foreshadowing that he wins, at least partially, by turning the player into one of his creations. This would be a shocking and emotional twist, fundamentally changing the player's role in the story and raising the stakes for the entire series. Throughout every chapter, the prototype has been the shadow behind the scenes, manipulating events, collecting data, and perfecting his experiments. Now, with this direct threat, he's stepping into the spotlight. Wrongside Out isn't just a hint about the next chapter, it's a declaration of intent. The prototype wants to remake the world in his image, and you are his final obstacle. What makes the prototype's line so chilling is how personal it is. He's not just threatening violence, he's threatening to fundamentally change who you are. The idea of being turned Wrongside Out taps into deep fears about identity, transformation, and loss of control. It's a perfect example of the psychological horror that makes Poppy Playtime so memorable. As we look ahead to Chapter 6, one thing is clear. The prototype's threat has raised the stakes higher than ever. Whether you end up facing a twisted version of yourself, exploring a nightmarish workshop, or fighting for your very identity, the next chapter promises to be the most intense yet. Fans are already speculating about what's coming, and the excitement is building. Prototype has been the shadow behind every chapter, but now he's stepping into the light with this personal threat. Wrongside Out might be the most unsettling hint we've gotten yet about what's coming in Chapter 6. Thanks for watching, stay safe out there, and whatever you do, don't let the prototype see what you look like. Wrongside Out. See you next time.